Hello everybody, it's me again, Frank Asiimov. I hope you're all well. I have to say I'm tired. I'm really tired. I had a pretty rough day yesterday. Probably one of the worst of my life. So let me tell you what happened. Remember yesterday we had a broadcast with my friend John. He was the musician, he was playing the guitar. So yeah, after the broadcast, we kept chatting for a while. I mean, he was really happy to be here. He told me that he could help me for the broadcast, the radio. He's not only a musician, he's also a good mechanic. So we decided that he could stay to fix some of my equipment here. But I had to go for a supply run anyway, because we spent the past few days around Stary Sobor and Novi Sobor and Cabanino. I decided it would be a good idea to go north. So I looked at my map and I saw a big city called Novaya Petrovka. It was probably about maybe 1 hour driving. So I just took my big truck, and drove to Novaya Petrovka. I parked the truck just at the entrance of the city, I really wanted to lay low and be able to stay quiet in the city. I watched the city for a few minutes and I didn't spot any infected inside the city, so I decided just to go inside some few houses and see if I could grab any good loot. So after 2 hours looting and scavenging the first few houses, I was pretty happy. I mean, I've been lucky. I found a pretty decent amount of food, a few cans, and even a box of rice. So at this moment, I was feeling great. At this moment, I still had some more times. I mean, I looked at my watch, and I realized I still had a few hours before the night. So, how easily you can become greedy. This feeling that because it's going well, you will find some more good stuff. So I decided to keep on scavenging in few houses and to see what I could get. I kept on looking around, and after maybe 20 minutes, I didn't find anything more. So I just spotted a clinic, an old hospital. So because my wife is a doctor, I felt like I really needed to check inside. So here I come, looking inside the clinic, and unfortunately it was all empty. No one was there, and I didn't find anything. Not even a bandage or some epinephrine or some morphine. Nothing. Not even a goddamn antibiotics. Anyway, I left the hospital, but when I left, I saw this huge building looking like a big school, or probably like a university. It was in the north of Novaya. So I told myself, I should definitely check inside this building. I would probably find some useful tool, to fix my studio, my radio recording room. So I went there, and it was really quiet. But even if it was quiet, I had this weird feeling that I was pretty sure that some infected were inside. I entered the building being really quiet, being really slow, not making any sound. I had my old pistol with a suppressor on me, in my hand, so for like maybe 1 hour I checked every room and I didn't find anything more. I mean, I had just one tool, which was in a pretty good shape. I put it in my backpack, and I just decided, it was time to come home. So I went back at the entrance, and I started to hear some weird noises. At this moment I knew some infected were blocking the door. So I arrived in the corridor to the exit, and then I saw them. There were probably like 4 or 5 of them, and I grabbed my gun, and because of the suppressor I knew it was not loud. I mean, I could shoot with this gun without alerting anyone, without making any noise. So I shot the first one, I shot the second one, and the third one. But right after I killed the third one, some more infected came in. Probably 2 or 3 more. So I shot it again. 2 or 3 others infected. But the more I shot, the more were coming inside. So I really started to get scared, and I looked through the window, and I saw in the street that there was a lot of infected. I mean, many dozens of infected. So at this point, I really started to panic. I have to say, I really panicked, So anyway, I took a really deep breath to calm myself. I checked on my backpack what I had inside. So I had some food, which was good if I needed to stay. I only had 1 bottle of water and few ammunition. But I also had my old Russian AK on my back, with 1 mag, so it was about 30 rounds, which is not enough, and not a lot, definitely. But right after I started to look inside my backpack and my pockets, I don't know why, one of the infected spotted me, so I really panicked at that moment. I was all focused on the only thing I was thinking about was, alright, I'm gonna die here. They will all enter the building. There is no way I can escape this huge horde of infected. And as you can imagine, at this moment, all the thing was going wrong. I just saw probably 5 infected coming inside the building through the door, which was my only way out. So at this moment I was just in shock. But a few seconds later I had this really primal, really basic animal feeling that, it's the instinct, human instinct, survival instinct that pushed me to react. I just grabbed my AK and started to shoot. It was so loud. I shot over and over again. I felt like I've been shooting for hours. In fact, it was just 2 or 3 seconds, maybe 5. But I killed every infected in this corridor, and at this moment I saw it. It was right in front of me. The path to the other side of the street. between all the infected in the street, I started to run, but right after I get out of the building, what I thought was maybe 2 or 3 dozens of infected, there were in fact like at least 100 all around the street. As much as you can imagine. It was a horde, you know? But my only chance to survive was to run. So I ran over and over again, pushing my way out with my AK. I took my weapon and kicking with the buttstock to every infected face which was in front of me. And I ran again. And I finally reached the other side of the street, but I was not out, you know. They were following me. It was so loud, I couldn't hear anything. The only thing that I could hear was them, yelling at me, running behind me, and my heart beating so hard in my chest. But while I was running, I felt something in my pocket that I didn't see earlier. And then I remember I had it. It was a Russian grenade, like a real big frag grenade, a real explosive. So I took it, I unpinned it, and I threw it as far as I could behind me to the horde. And after 2 seconds, a huge explosion happened. I just stared above my shoulder to see if they were still following me, but I guess they were surprised by the noise, so they turned around and started to go where the explosion happened, where the grenade exploded. But anyway, I didn't stop running. I mean, I was so in shock that I couldn't even stop running. I felt like the only point where I could stop was when I will be safe, you know? I saw so many infected running behind me that I was in shock. So I kept running over and over for probably 2 hours. I didn't even think about reaching my truck, but I just kept running inside the forest. And yeah, after I couldn't tell you for how long I've been running, but I would say around 3 hours. I ran for 3 hours, and I finally reached home. I was back to the radio station, and I saw John fixing some engine on the truck we were using to power up the radio. And I was tired. All my muscles were blocked. I just stopped here and lay down. I was almost crying, you know. I was so panicked. I was so scared. Then I just lay down. I didn't cry, but I almost cried. He came to me. He was scared too. He saw my face. He asked me what happened. I mean, what's the truck? What happened? So I explained him. After a few minutes, I lay down again, and I had this huge nap. But anyway, I still can feel the adrenaline. I mean, I still need some rest to be okay, but now I'm safe. As I told you, I'm pretty sure it's one of the worst days of my life, but I'm really happy to be here on the radio again, to be able to tell you what happened to me yesterday. So I hope you're fine too and you had a better day than me. Anyway, just for you to know, if someday you ever want to go to this town, Novaya Petrovka, just be careful. I think the horn went north to the border, but I can't be sure. So if you go there, please be careful. Don't do what I did. Anyway, even if it was a really bad day for me, in every shadow there is a sunshine and some light. And I found a new song for you, so I hope you will enjoy it. I almost died for it, so here, just listen to it and enjoy.
Overdue. You look so sincere when you say I am the special one. Well, I'm not. Maybe you think I was born yesterday, or I'm so desperate to ask you to stay. The truth is I'm just happy to accommodate on a first date. The fun is in the chasing, and fun is what I'm having. For you, it's so fun. Hot springs and Coca-Cola. Freedom in your windy pussy. So fun. Hot springs and Coca-Cola. Freedom in your windy pussy.
So this song was called Sofa from DayZRP. I hope you enjoyed it. That's it for me today, and I will be back for some more stories tomorrow, and maybe some more interviews. I hope my friend John will be up for some guitar. So, you stay safe, alright? I will do the same. That was Frank Asiimov for Chernarussian Rock Radio. See you guys.